Hi, this is Jim Trippon, editor of China Stock Digest with our China market commentary for April 21st, 2009. Well, once again, we're cashing in on our gains at the China Stock Digest. Just last Tuesday, we alerted you that we were raising our profit protector stop-loss thresholds on all of our holdings in our model portfolio. With China on the rebound, we wanted to make sure we were protecting our gains, some as high as 30% or more on our most recent purchases. And it certainly looks like we made the right decision on that one. During this past week's broad market pullback, 3 of our holdings hit their profit protector prices and were stopped out with handsome gains. And we're now delighted to announce what profits we earned on those stocks. Our leading China medical supply company delivered a gain to subscribers of 31%, and that's a very nice return, especially given the fact that it was only a 2-week investment. Our top Chinese pharmaceutical company also produced double-digit gains, up more than 15% for our subscribers. And lastly, one of our old reliable favorites, a leading Chinese telecommunication company, delivered gains of roughly 9% to China Stock Digest subscribers over a relatively short holding period. Now, the fact that we took profit on these companies does not indicate that we're pessimistic about their long-term profits, not at all. All 3 are still excellent companies, just like the remaining live holdings in our China Stock Digest model portfolio. And we're likely to consider repurchasing these companies, but only if and when they become substantially undervalued once again. I can't urge our subscribers strongly enough to be sure to watch your email inbox for portfolio changes, just like last week's stop-loss revisions. These are important bulletins that do a lot more than just recommend our new research. They also help protect our subscribers against sudden losses in today's highly volatile investing environment. Now, I'm expecting that we're going to be making new investment recommendations in China in the very near future, and particularly as the Chinese economy continues its world-beating economic growth. I'm also happy to announce that the Chinese economy delivered positive GDP growth at a 6.1% growth rate during the first quarter of 2009. Now, I understand that by historical standards, that's a relatively low rate of expansion for China, and many Chinese stocks have fallen back in anticipation of this relatively weak first quarter. But in comparison to the rest of the world, China clearly continues to boom, even while the global financial crisis drives massive corporations like General Motors to the brink of collapse. Now, looking into the future, Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao is predicting a bounce in his country's growth curve. And in fact, at a recent Asian conference, Premier Wen said that the economy was performing better than expected, and Wen cited pickups in investments, consumption, and industrial output, as well as the ample liquidity in China's banking system. Additionally, China's huge stimulus package is flooding their economy with new money, and that's being provided by China's robust banking sector. In fact, Frank Newman, the chairman of the Shenzhen Development Bank, told Bloomberg recently that China got its stimulus package started months ahead of the United States, and that it's really working. Newman ought to know he served as a deputy secretary to the U.S. Treasury in the 1990s, and he has a unique vantage point given his base of operations in Shenzhen, China. Now, he says that we'll see a lot of fiscal stimulus in action during 2009. And I think it's still too early to tell whether or not Western industrial economies have bottomed out yet. I think we don't know that yet. But there's very little doubt that China is leading the economic rates for a global recovery so far. Remember, these are very fast-moving times, so be sure to check your emails for breaking updates as well as investment announcements. This is Jim Trippon, editor of China Stock Digest, committed to your profits from China. Be sure to visit our ChinaStockDigest.com website today for all the latest on Chinese equities.